given to his disciples, that means that the kingdom in Daniel is given to the disciples. If the kingdom in Daniel is the Islamic kingdom, then that means that the Islamic kingdom is given to the disciples. But it's not given to the disciples. But you did. Yeah, I heard you too, but I let you repeat yourself. So
that's fine.
Let's not do this.
So I'm gonna assume we're gonna stay on the same page, and you're not gonna actually want to be. Okay, so you don't want to.
We're going to stay on the same page and have you deal with the kingdom contextually. You're not going to be able to come here, Muslim apologetic, pick and choose, oh, you know what? I like that part where it talks about the kingdom, but I don't like that part where it talks about the kingdom because that refutes my entire position.
I'm willing to grant you the entirety of the book of Daniel. Why won't you?
No worries. Are you kidding me? It sounds like it's like doing this. It's doing
Avery,
this.
I was still on your position.
What's my position?
Yeah, your position is that if I'm saying that the kingdom in Daniel is Islam, and Matthew and the Synoptics mention that the kingdom is given to the disciples, then it must be that Islam is given to the disciples. We heard you 10 times, Avery. Now, please pay attention. I'm saying that it is impossible because according to Daniel, the kingdom defeats the Roman Empire, which means that someone is wrong. Which means, if granted, if it is true that Daniel is truly talking about Islam, someone is wrong. Why? Because the disciples didn't historically defeat the Roman Empire. Can you deal with that, please, Avery?
Well,
yes, I can.
But he's making an assumption into it that it has to be
exactly. Then let's talk about it.
Hold on, Muslim. You're making an assumption that this means that there's an earthly kingdom that's going to be conquered by like war. Like physical war, like a battleground. And it's not actually, hold on. Because if you look right back in Daniel 2, the stone, this kingdom that's going to be crushing the feet of the statue is made from uncut. It's uncut. It's eternal. It was created from uncut hands. It's an eternal kingdom. So it can't be an earthly kingdom because kingdoms rise and fall. This kingdom is going to be established forever, and it's going to conquer all of the world, not just the Roman kingdom.
Before I let you go, I have to solidify this before I let you go, because in order to solidify this, Muslim apologetic, what you have been doing is running away from what the kingdom of God is in the gospel. When you appeal to this, hold on, just 1 second.
No worries.
You appealed to the gospel and said that the kingdom that is mentioned in Matthew 21 is the same as the one in Daniel, which I agree with. The point is, the part that cuts you is that kingdom is given to the disciples. Which
you said that 10 times, Avery.
I know.
We know this.
So then that means Muslim apologetic that you have to concede that the kingdom is not Islamic, since this kingdom is supposed to be given to the disciples. Correct?
Thank you for your input, Avery. I'm gonna answer the word wins because the word wins did what it's actually supposed to logically follow. Thank you, the word wins. What he did is that he actually went into the prophecy in Daniel. Why? Because he said to me that I'm assuming that the fifth kingdom is an earthly kingdom, because Daniel mentioned that the kingdom is going to be a divine.
Are you going to respond to what I said?
Wait, excuse me, Avery. You said I can answer. You're going to let me answer?
Yeah, but you're ignoring what I said though.
No. But is it only you that spoke with the word wins? Also, I respect him as
I need you to respond to what I said.
Avery, the word wins made a comment. Can I please respond to him? Are you gonna allow me to
respond to what I said, Muslim apologetic.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're not gonna let me respond to the word wins. Is that the case?
I want you to respond to what I said first.
Because he actually went into the prophecy. Can we go into the prophecy?
I'm the word and I'm not word wins. No.
I apologize. The word and no issue. Now,
can you respond to what I said first, please?
Avery, we know your position. We repeated 10 times. The word and made.
Yeah, but you haven't responded to my position. Can you respond to it?
Why are you scared to go to Daniel, Avery? Why are you so scared?
Why are you scared to go to the gospel that you appeal to?
Avery, I literally gave you a syllogism telling you why it doesn't follow. Are you tracking?
No, but your syllogism doesn't work. Are you tracking? If you yourself say that same kingdom is in Matthew, well, you're in trouble. Thanks for quoting Matthew. because that same kingdom is given to the disciples. Respond
Amazing.
to that, please.
No issue. I will respond to it for the third and final time. Now, the word and I, please pay attention because you're actually tracking. Avery's not tracking. Now, I'm going to respond to you, Avery. You said that according to Daniel, if the kingdom is Islam, according to Matthew, the kingdom is going to be given to the disciples. So I must somehow concede that the kingdom, that Islam is going to be given to the disciples. But then I specifically mentioned that according to Daniel, the kingdom defeats the Roman Empire. Now, the word and I specifically did the right thing and said that, oh, hold on, no, the kingdom is not an earthly kingdom. It's a divine kingdom. Amazing. Now we can actually get into the prophecy and prove to you why Matthew got it wrong.
Hey, Word,
Amazing.
did you hear anything about a response to what I said?
Hey man, listen.
I just want to be clear. Hold on. I'm talking to my brother really quick because I tried talking to you just now and you're not engaging. Word,
can you still mind what I said?
Word, are you there?
Avery, let's engage. Can you
Yeah,
still mind what I said?
One second.
I'm here.
Did you hear him mention anything about the kingdom being given to the disciples and addressing that directly?
Do you want to tell him why you mentioned?
Okay.
Do you want to?
Okay.
Let me mediate real quick so I can make sure I'm trying to win both of y'all. I'm trying to win both of y'all. Because Avery is specifically pointing out that Matthew 21 is alluding to Daniel 2. So you can't separate the two, but you're not want to deal with what Matthew 21 is saying. You just want to stick on what Daniel 2 is saying. You want your interpretation from the prophecy of Daniel 2.
I got you. Now, let me ask a question real quick. Why is it?
Can you respond to what I said?
No, Avery, give me a second because he made a comment. I'm speaking to my brother. I'm speaking to my brother.
You're gonna continue. Hold on a second. So it looks like it gets to this point. I didn't want to have to do this. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be, bro. Yeah, come on, man. If you're saying that I'm not letting you speak, I'm letting you speak, but you're not responding to what I'm saying. You're ignoring everything that I'm saying. My guy, you invoked the word that I invoked. Either Muslim apologetic, either you engage with my argument and deal with what I'm saying and stop running from it. You're the one who brought this up. And when I use something to refute you, you want to ignore it completely.
That's fine. Avery,
either you deal with the argument, Muslim apologetic.
That's fine. I dealt with it.
Or you can just drop this all together.
Amazing. Avery, do me a favor. You invoked the word and I into this conversation, correct? Now, all I want to know is pick out why he asked me the question that he did. Okay. Now, can you please?
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and click out why you asked him the question that you did. Go ahead.
Say that again, Logic. I'm sorry, I was reading.
Nothing. I ain't saying nothing, bro. I don't get it, and it's usually